Yes.
All the feels.
That'll, of course, be going on NFL Network. We've been there together.
Yeah, we have.
Cried together. We laughed together.
It's the most interesting night. It's so interesting to me that Ty Law will be going in mostly for a huge play that he made on Kurt Warner, intercepting him in the Super Bowl, and Kurt will be there. It's like it all comes together. It's really cool to watch.
We have a very special guest on our show coming up in just a couple of minutes, but first we should get a little glimpse on what's shaking across the league.
All right, Kay, guys, thank you. Appreciate that. And this, of course, is not the news Bengals head coach Zach Taylor was hoping for. It looks like Cincinnati will have to start the season without their star wide receiver, A.J. Green. The wideout is expected to miss multiple games after undergoing ankle surgery on Tuesday. Now, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, Green's surgery was to clean out his sprained left ankle that he injured in practice on Saturday. And before the surgery, the veteran receiver still had a shot to play in Cincy's season opener against the Seahawks. Now he could miss much more time. Some bad news for the Chiefs as well, as wide receiver Tyreek Hill went down Tuesday with a bruised quad. Rap Sheet also reporting Hill is expected to be okay. Hill seen limping off the field after a hit by Bashad Breeland. He went to the medical tent before being driven off in a cart. Eagles defensive tackle Fletcher Cox on the practice field Tuesday, but still not participating in 11-on-11 drills as he recovers from surgery on his right foot. But Cox did pay a visit to Inside Training Camp Live with Sean O'Hara and Daniel Jeremiah and talked about their quest to return to the Super Bowl.
So obviously 2 years ago, you guys win the Super Bowl. Last year, defending Super Bowl champs. So what is kind of your mantra in
That's really the only thing that will be stopping us shooting ourselves in the foot for being a really good football team.
Fletcher Cox, one of the best, so the Eagles looking to prove it this year. And one person that will help the defense is Pro Bowl safety Malcolm Jenkins.
You want to be good or you want to be great? You got to leave that out here, man. Hey, keep whacking them boys, bro. They do not like that. Hey, on to the next, though. On to the next.
On to the next is right. On to our next guest. Welcome to the show. Two-time Super Bowl champion, three-time Pro Bowl selection, NFL vet who's been in the league 11 seasons. He's a leader on and off the field. And let me get this right, from the Ohio State University, safety for the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome to the show, Malcolm Jenkins. Yo! What's up?
Appreciate you
What's
guys
up, OG? How you doing, man?
I'm glad
First
you got
of all,
that
how
D
you
right,
feeling?
man.
Yeah, I got to get it right. I want to make sure I get it right. So how are you feeling, man, now that you're 11 years in?
I feel good, man. Since I've been an Eagle, this is my sixth season here in Philly. Changed a lot when it comes to taking care of my body and just kind of sports science and all those things. So I actually feel better now at the age of 31 than I did at 25.
All right, now you mentioned feeling good. Someone else is feeling good, and that's Carson Wentz, and hopefully you guys will have him under center for a full season. What is it like having him back on the field this time of year?
I mean, it's good. You know, when there's, all of this, the expectations we have around here and all of the high hopes is having your quarterback healthy and available is a key part of that. And so to have him out there kind of getting his timing down with all of the new receivers, D-Jack added into the list, it's exciting for our offense.
It's exciting for us, too. Malcolm, your teammate, tight end Zach Ertz, also known as the husband of the Julie Ertz, was talking to Inside Training Camp Live yesterday. Here's what he had to say about the Eagles' defense this season. Take a listen.
And we have three really good safeties, especially Malcolm and him, that can move around a lot. Those guys can play in the post. They can play down in the box. So we're going to be versatile with those three guys, with Rodney McLeod as well being the third guy. But our defense, the depth of the defense is really standing out this summer so far.
Malcolm, it's you, it's the Green Goblin, it's the whole D. Now, the official theme song for the Eagles' 2017 Super Bowl run was Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares. Catchy little number. Tell us why the Eagles' secondary will be a nightmare this season in the NFC East.
Yeah, well, I think, what was kind of our nightmare last year ended up being something that's helping us this year. And, last year we had a ton of injuries in the secondary, forced a lot of young guys to get thrown into the mix. But throughout the year, they got better, they got more experience. And now we're showing up here in 2019, and the room is packed with depth, from guys like Rasul Douglas and Avonte Maddox, who were young guys who got a lot of time, Sidney Jones, and who are running with the ones. And now we're adding guys like Jalen Mills, Rodney McLeod back into the mix, Ronald Darby, and then the addition of Andrew Sandeo. We have a really, really deep room, and so the competition is high. And for us, whoever ends up being in that lineup is going to be a nightmare for everybody.
Well, Malcolm, we know you're going to be on the lineup, and you're going to be there week after week. But I think it's amazing and almost commendable that you're there right now. You look around the league, whether it be in New Orleans with Mike Thomas or in Jacksonville with Yannick Ngakoue, a lot of guys are holding out, and yet you've got a contract looming, and you are there on the ground. Why was it so important for you to show your face in this year with your contract situation to be on the ground in Eagles training camp this season?
Well, I think for me, I let it be known that, I am looking for a new contract, and I do feel like I'm underpaid. But at the end of the day, I feel good enough with my relationship with Howie Roseman and Jeff Lurie, and just what I mean for this team to be here. And for me, I hope that works out in my favor. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But being here is important to me, especially at this point in time. What we have in our locker room, the potential that we have, and the window that we have to win in, it's important for me to be here.
Yeah, and it's not just what you do in the locker room, but it's how important you are to that community as well. As we know, you're a huge inspiration to everyone that likes football, that doesn't like football, that just all over the place. And you have the Malcolm Jenkins Foundation. You help kids from there in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, Louisiana. Do you have any events coming up from past the summer, going on this fall? And how can viewers contribute to the cause?
Yeah, so this summer we were really, really busy. We had a football camp in New Jersey. We had a 6-week STEM program here in Philadelphia. We did a food drive in Philadelphia and in Camden. We had scholarships for our programs down in New Orleans. And so, this next month while I'm in training camp and we're getting ready for the season, we're taking a break, but we'll start back up in the fall with our annual fundraiser in October. And then we do some holiday giveaways and dinner giveaways closer to Christmas. So anybody who wants to support, you can donate at themalcolmjenkinsfoundation.org. We support children in underserved communities all around the country in Ohio, Louisiana, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey.
Awesome stuff. We can appreciate what you do off the field. Kay mentioned that you help kids. I'm going to need you to help some kids. By kids, I mean the young rookies in the NFL, because when you get dressed, you're pretty fly. I mean, you rock the black and gold in New Orleans. You also rock the midnight green in Philly. So, I mean, you know how to dig deep in that closet and come out with something fresh. So for all these rookies that, as you know, got a lot of money to spend, and some of them don't spend it on the right things and the right looks, what's your advice to these guys that are about to get dressed up this upcoming season, and how do they take it to the next level?
Yeah, if they're going to spend some money, they can spend it with me. I started my own and so all of the things I wear, I design. We're based here in Philadelphia. It's called Damari Seville. So, when you travel, most teams have coat and tie. So if you need some suits, come holler at your boy.
Okay, I can dig it. All right, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Hey, Malcolm, we appreciate you joining us, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep doing your thing on and off the field. Good luck this year.
Appreciate it.
Getting this feeling about this Eagles team, especially with all the other questions in that division in the NFC East. And we will be with the Eagles. We were with them live yesterday. We've got more with the Browns and the Vikings today, live on NFL Network with the Inside Training Camp kicking off at 10 Eastern.
That's right.
Julio Jones wants to be treated differently than other superstar wide receivers. Should he be?
He gets treated really well.